talking about the area of circles, just like any other area of a polygon, there's going to be a formula that you have to follow. And this formula you're going to follow is pi r squared. And we're going to go over what each one of those means. The first one, pi, is represented as 3.14. Now, pi goes on and on for a lot more numbers, but we're only going to focus on the first three, 3.14. And then you have your radius. Now, what the radius is, this is the point from the midpoint of the circle all the way to the edge. So if this is your circle, this right here is your radius. It stretches from where a circle, anywhere in the circle, all the way down to the midpoint of the circle. It does not stretch all the way across. If it stretches all the way across, like this problem here, that's not called a radius. That's actually called a diameter. So that's how they're going to try to trip you up, especially on problems. So we're going to work through one of those for number 2. For number 1, we just need to follow 1, 2, or 3, really. You just need to follow the formula of pi r squared. So let's get into it. We have the first problem where we have a circle with a radius of 5 centimeters. We need to write down pi r squared. That's our formula. So pi is 3.14 times our radius squared. Now, our radius is 5 centimeters, and we need to square that. What that, and not just the centimeters, we need to square the whole thing. So if you remember the gym DOS, grouping, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, your exponents and your, in this particular problem, parentheses will go first. So I need to square the 5, so 5 squared is 5 times 5, which is 25. In centimeters squared, centimeters times centimeters is centimeters squared. So now I've done this part. So now I need to bring down my 3.14 times 25 centimeters squared. So I got kind of a big multiplication problem to do. 3.14, do a different color, 3.14 times 25, and then centimeters squared. The first thing I need to do is jump my decimal out of the way. Took 2 jumps. Now I'm into the multiplication. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7. And 5 times 3 is 15. I'll skip a line. I'll put a 0, and now I'm multiplying by my 2. Don't need this anymore. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. I'll add together those numbers. 0, 7 plus 8 is 15. Carry the 1. 1 plus 5 plus 2 is 8. 1 plus 6 is 7. And I jump my decimal back 2 jumps. So my final answer, if I kind of combine all of my information, is 78.5. I can put a 0, but I don't really have to. Centimeters squared, because we cannot forget about our units. That's just as important as anything else. So we found out that our area for this problem is 78.5 centimeters squared. Now the second problem, you have a diameter of 18 inches, but we need to find what our radius is. Well, if the diameter is the whole thing, what's half of that? Well, half of 18 is 9 inches, so now I found my radius. I now set up my problem, pi, 3.14, times my radius, 9 inches, squared. Well, 9 squared is 81, because 9 times 9 is 81, and inches squared is, well, inches squared. Almost done. Did all that. Now I just need to multiply 3.14 times 81 inches squared. So let's do that. So most of this, if you know the equation, you just have to be pretty good at multiplying your decimals, and the rest will fall into place. 81, jump my decimal twice. 1 times 4 is 4, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 3 is 3. I need to skip a line and put a 0. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 3 is 11. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 plus 1 is 25. And I'll erase that so it's not messing me up. And I'll add my numbers together. 4 plus 0 is 4. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. 5 plus nothing is 5. 2 plus nothing is 2. And I need to jump my decimal back 2 places. So if I was to combine all this information, I get a final answer of 254. I'll just rewrite it so it's not mistaken. 254.34 inches squared. And what I want you to do is take a few minutes. So I'm going to zoom it out so you can see everything and see all the work. I want you to take a couple moments and I want you to try to work out this problem. If you have a circle with a radius of 7 millimeters, what is going to be the area of this last circle? If you find out the answer, if you think you got it right, put your answer in the comments and then check your work in the description where I have it set up. I show you how I did it and what the correct answer it is. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment when you can. Thanks, guys.